The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Steelers and the Lions, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. And here we are, Brock, final week of the preseason. One last tune-up for stars and starters. And, of course, the game where a lot of these great camp stories will clinch a spot on that Week 1 roster.
And I never tire of these great camp stories. And they come from all different backgrounds. Some are undrafted guys, some are vets with a restart on their career. But they use the preseason, and this game in particular, to springboard some momentum into the regular season.
Here's 2nd and 14. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
The questions about Jared Goff's future as an NFL starter, whether he's a long-term answer in Detroit, those are long gone. This offseason, signing a lucrative deal, including over $170 million guaranteed dollars. What I love about what he's done in the Motor City is he's created a sense of belief, a confidence that they have been waiting for, clamoring for. When he steps on the field and into that huddle, he elevates everybody around him. He's made believers in Detroit. Quite a redemption story for Jared Goff.
First down throw from Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 2nd and 3 now. Receiver in motion, going left. Patrick with the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing again, it's Goff. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's first down at the 41. Tight end going in motion here. On first down, it's Goff. This is complete to Patrick. This is ahead for about 5. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Goff has a man. It's Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 9-yard line.
St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Goff to the air now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Goff setting to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big little tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Cordarrelle Patterson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Ross off the play fake. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now. Harris gets it on the counter. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it.
So many throws in the league attack this area of the field. They love to attack the slot. And for these defenders who have to play that area, it takes great reaction. It takes tremendous intuition. And then just a spatial awareness of understanding where you are amidst that space to go take the ball away. That is well done.
So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Off play action, Goff. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Goff. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Bates' kick is up and good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
Patterson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
George Pickens, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up. Russ now from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Alex Anzalone with the pick. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. 1st down, ball at the 36. Here's Goff. It's taken in by Williams. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, it's Brooks. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Goff back to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Bates' kick is up and good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Steelers, down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. They'll start with a give to Harris. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Wilson now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Lions will go on offense. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Goff on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions push the lead to 20. Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. And it's the Steelers looking at 2nd and 1. From the 39. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Wilson to throw it. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, ready to react? read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. On 1st down, it's Goff. He's gonna loft one deep to the left. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Patrick with the catch. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Goff. Dumped off to his running back. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. Throwing again, it's Goff. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. 30. Gets the 10. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers drop the lead back to 13. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Goff trying again here after the pick. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Goff. That's caught for the first. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today. That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Goff on third. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. We've arrived at halftime here in Detroit. The Lions defending their building. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cutdowns, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, this is the final dress rehearsal. Still a chance for someone to make a big play that cements his spot on the roster. And to bring it your way, let's get it right back out to Kate Scott.
Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Ball at the 33 for first down. They send a tight end in motion. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
14-yard line.
Hands off here for Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Goff setting to throw. Laporta with the grab. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. Looking to throw. Goff. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Throwing is gone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. They'll throw it again. Stays upright.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Brooks. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
Patterson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
He's got it inside the 25. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. From the 17. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Wilson now from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Wilson to throw again. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Steelers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Mike Williams, the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Goff back to throw. Gets this one to Patrick. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now. They go play action with Goff. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first. They're set up at the 35 now. Goff on 1st and 10. St. Brown's got it. Complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Old Holcomb there on the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. First throw for the backup now. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Cameron Sutton has the INT. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Fields. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Wright reels it in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone now. Touchdown, Detroit. Oh, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Steelers 14.
Fox now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Lions.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's second down. Fields out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Steelers.
Another throw for Fields. Wilson's got it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Fields looking to throw. Complete out to the right. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Fields to throw. That's Skoranek. He's got it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now we give to Warren, coming right. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Now Fields. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 13. Escapes the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And, man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Warren's got it. Complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Offense in the hurry up here. Desperation time here on 4th. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Lions get the football their 20 after the interception and return. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The Lions offense returning to the field. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he finds some space up to the 22-yard line. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Skoranek. Trying to set this up quick. Off play action. It's Fields. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Fields on 1st down. This one falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase on the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He'll get this to Jefferson. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Fields to throw it. Throwing this back in the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Motioning the tight end now. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Still on his feet. Chased out to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Gotta hurry this to the line. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. Shotgun snap to Fields. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up. Fields out of the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, the second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the fourth.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.